the Mums Club. We're on episode 4. Can you believe that? Episode 4 already. Oh my God, where's the time go? Firstly, I just want to apologise for the fact that we didn't have a Mums Club last week. It was because I was away, and obviously, as we know, we had some difficulties with the coffee morning that week. So I thought it was probably best, to be respectful to the neighbour, that I didn't actually do a Mums Club. So unfortunately, you guys missed out. But obviously, it did make one person happy next door. So therefore, we didn't do it. So I do apologise for that. Anyway, I'm so glad that you could join us. I'm going to do some shout outs in a minute, but I'm just going to tell you what we've got coming up. Last time that we did a Mums Club, you guys said that you wanted to talk about children and screen time and stuff like that. So we're going to talk about that this afternoon as well. I'm also going to read out some comments that I got from the last Mums Club as well. And what else did I say I wanted to talk about? I've got a poll up. At the moment as well. So please feel free to vote in the poll for what subjects you would like to talk about next week, because we've got one more Mums Club next week and then we're breaking up for the summer holidays. So the subjects for next week are schools out survival tips, so things that are going to get us through the summer. Obviously, a lot of us that have got children in school and nursery, quite dependent on taking them, so when they're at home 24/7, we want some tips, right? So that's one of the subjects that's up. We've got kids summer wardrobe, so how we dress our children and stuff in the summer, and what's right and what's not right, what they should have and what they shouldn't have, and also our hobbies after we've had babies. So obviously a lot of interests change once we have our children, and that's one of the subjects we could discuss as well. So anyway, I have put the polls up, so if anyone does want to vote, get voting now, because it's you guys that make the decision what we talk about at the end of the day. This is what the Mums Club is all about. We are a community, and it's a on my channel completely, and it's all about the Mums Club, just so I can get it clear, because I did get like a comment that came up yesterday, and I wasn't actually gonna talk about it, but I will talk about it. I got a comment yesterday because I had said on my coffee morning that I didn't feel I was really annoyed about someone putting in bold capitals that Casper needed to seek medical attention. I didn't appreciate it, and I let the viewers know that on the coffee morning, but I did get a comment come through, which I read late last night, which isn't the most ideal time to read them, because then you feel like you go to bed a little bit upset. But someone had said that they felt like I was in the wrong for addressing that comment, and that person is concerned that they felt the same way about Casper, and that I should talk about it on my Mums Club, and that's why we have Mums Club, and I should take that constructive criticism on board. But the way I personally feel about it, if I'm going to be brutally honest, is that Casper comes into the videos, and he comes into the videos for like the fun element. We bring the videos to people for people's enjoyment, really. I don't bring him on so that people can sort of speculate things and diagnose him in that, and I'm in the wrong if I want to keep anything that's private. Casper's entitled to his privacy, and as am I, as am Tim. We have this life, and although yes, I'm doing the Mums Club, it doesn't mean that I've got to come onto the Mums Club and I've got to address personal issues if I don't want to, or anything like that. I mean, that's my area, and that's something that I want to do. And it's not that I wouldn't want to share anything with you guys, it's just that at this point in time, some things are not at that point where things should be shared, and we're entitled to some privacy. And the Mums Club is a community that supports other mums. So if another mum out there has got something that they're dealing with at this point in time, and they don't want to share it with the community, that's respected, and they don't have to. And the same goes for myself as well. I know that my community will respect that. But I am quite open with a lot of things, but then there are some things that can be left private. And I felt a little bit not bullied. I wouldn't say bullied is the word, but I felt a little bit like there was a bit of pressure coming from a viewer to make me do that, and I don't think it was fair. You know what I mean? Because, like I say, it's Casper's entitled to some privacy, but like I said, we do talk about a lot. So I think, you know, it's a shame that I had to have that comment, but I just wanted to let you guys know, as the viewers on Mum's Club, that I don't withhold anything, that, you know, I like to share things with you guys, but it's all about supporting one another too. And if there's something somebody doesn't want to talk about or share, that has to be respected. And I respect you guys. I know you guys respect me, but I just wanted any of you guys, in case you came across that comment, to know that it wasn't a comment that I was being rude about. It's just my way of saying, please allow, can that person that said it, please allow us to have a little bit of privacy, which Casper is entitled to, you know. And I think that's fair to say on a nice level. And it's not me ranting and raving, having a rant or anything like that. It's just me addressing a comment that was made. But I would definitely say, you know, 98% of you have never ever sort of been like that. But I just want you guys, sorry, I'm going on a bit now, but I want you guys to know that it is in no disrespect to yourselves if I don't reveal certain things. Okay, so anyway, just moving on from that. And anyway, I want you to know that you guys pick the subjects. Yeah, thank you, Vera. I appreciate that. You can share as much or as little as you like, Gabby. Thank you, Dawn. I appreciate that too. I appreciate it. Thank you. But if the time is ever right and I feel there is a need, like, you know, you've been following my channel for a while, I, Dawn, Vera, I'm really open when it comes to myself, and my mental health and my fears and my struggles that I've had and my anxieties and, you know, my struggles when I was trying to get pregnant. I've been an absolute open book about certain things, but, you know, when it comes to certain things with Casper, I think it's only right that that part's respectful, and we just appreciate Casper for what he is when he comes on the screen, and brings a bit of joy to everyone when they watch him for his little quirky self. And that's pretty much sums it up, I think. But anyway, I'm not ranting. Oh my God, that's so weird. Do you know what? Casper, we're talking about screen time. Casper had spilled Cocoa Pops, right, on my screen, and I was just looking back and I thought I had got a stain on the couch, and I haven't. It's actually on the screen, and it's like some like little spill bits of Cocoa Pops. So anyway, let's do some shout outs and let's see who we've got. We've got Craig Cargill. Thank you so much for sending that membership. I really appreciate that. Oh, by the way, Craig, just want to let you know, if we've got any mods that are on here this afternoon, please can you email me your email addresses? I know I've got some, but some I haven't, and obviously I'm operating a group for us to have some chats and stuff, just to sum things up, and I can't get you on the group unless I've got an email address. So please send me your email address so I can invite you to the group. So if you could do that, that'd be great. It's because it's a private group, you see. So any mods that are on it, please do that for me, because I need to get hold of you, if you know what I mean. And we've got Jeanette in Freeland, we've got Penny, we've got Eugene McGeever, we have got Victoria Scott. Hi to Victoria. We've got Belvedere. Thank you, Belvedere, for being on today as a moderator. We have, I've said Craig, we've got Craig. We've got Vera, hang on, going over. We've got Ryan Tune that's here as well. If you want a shout out, guys, let me know now. We've got Elizabeth Copland. Hi, Gabby and everyone. Hi to you. We've got Susan Jones. We have got Monica Louise. Hi, Gabby. I like your new hair colour. It really suits you. Thank you so much. A lot of people have said that they think I look grey. And I'm like, cheers, everyone. but you know what I mean. You're going to get it, aren't you? But yeah, I'm happy with it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hayley Marie, hi to you. Afternoon, Gabby. You missed my 24 months milestone as a louder on coffee morning on Monday. Oh my God, Hayley, it's probably because I was ranting so much. I'm so sorry. I hope that you will see this. Love your hair colour. It really suits you. Hayley, thank you so much for being a channel member for 24 months. It's like, well, it's 2 years. Oh my God, it's mad. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I probably did miss your milestone because I was going on a right tangent, weren't I? Because I do like to get a few things off my chest now and again, because that's what us humans like to do, isn't it? We like to clear the air and make ourselves feel better about certain things. We've got Hazel Manchip as well. We've got Marshall Martin. We've got Dawn Evans. We have got Fiona Jones. We've got Louise around. We've got Duncan Marsman. I'm just lying flat in bed, recovering after a ride on Wipeout at Pleasurewood Hills. Oh, well, that's not too hardcore. That's all right. That's a smooth one, Duncan. That's a smooth one. Yeah, I think I kind of caught up with everyone, but I'll try and shout people out as we go along. Sharon Davies is here as well. Hi to you, and we've got Louise Haran as well. Hi. Thank you all for joining. Right, so anyway, let's get into it. Let's talk about kids and screen time. Right, so like I say, there are certain things that I do want to talk about. I'm really guilty of giving Casper a mobile phone. I'm guilty of it. I'm not the perfect mother. I don't claim to be. I try not to give him too much screen time, but I do give him some screen time. And I would definitely say that the main key points when I give him the phone, and it is kind of when I'm in a bit of a desperate situation, like when he had his jabs, I gave him the phone. That's just one example. And the second example is if, say, like I'm on a shopping trip or something like that, and I am having a cup of coffee in Costa, Casper will have his lunch. He'll he likes to have toasted tea cakes. He loves those. And he gets a little bit restless. And Casper likes to sing really, really loud. He's louder than me, believe it or not, and causes quite a lot of attention and stuff like that. So I have to give him my phone, and then when I give him my phone, he watches Bluey or something like that on it, and his attention then goes on to that, and then he's calm, he's happy. I can have a chat with my mum, having a cup of coffee, and we can have our lunch, and we don't have to stress too much, and we are in a little bit of that cycle, but it's not all bad as far as I was concerned, because Casper has an app. It's a super simple app, and it's such a good app. So if any of you are looking for something good for your children, so they're going to have screen time or anything like that, then and by the way, I'm not sponsored by these or anything like that, but Super Simple is really, really good. It's like, it costs £5 a month, but it's got loads of different things in it which help to educate your child as well. So they help to learn along the way. So it's like, if they're going to have some screen time, why don't we give them something that they're going to benefit from? But to be fair, I think a lot of cartoons and things like that these days are geared up to help kids be educated. Like a big shout out to one of the YouTubers that Casper watches all the time, Miss Rachel. I don't know if anyone's familiar with her, with any of their children, but she has helped so much in certain things we've been behind with. She's unbelievable to watch. So I've thank the Lord that she exists, because she's really, really helped with a lot of things. So it's not all bad, but at the same time, it can leave them a little bit wired, can't it? If they have too much of it, they go a little bit, like for example, like the other day, Casper was on the phone and he started doing a really strange dance, and he'd got his headphones on, and I was like, what's this dance about? And he was dancing, and he was like really like going crazy with this dancing, and I didn't know what he'd gotten onto. And when I checked, it was like a YouTube short that was like moving really, really fast, almost like a little bit like a white noise kind of thing almost. I can't even explain it. And I was like, I'm gonna you can press things on YouTube to stop it from being recommended. And I thought, right, I'm going to stop that from being recommended, because obviously I do monitor what he watches. And I thought, what is this? Why is he being like that? And I stopped the recommended, because it looked a little bit like it could send him a bit AWOL. Do you know what I mean? So I am guilty 100% of giving my son my phone in convenient situations. But it's my as a mother, I feel like I give him the phone when I feel it's necessary, and I don't give him the phone when I feel it's not necessary. Do you know what I mean? If anyone else gives phones to their children and want to chat about it, do let us know. Sarah Preston says, I wish we had screens back in the day. We had to pop a video on at home to get 10 minutes. Definitely part of the future, and kids need to be able to use these devices. And in some respects, I totally get that, Sarah, because the modern world now, as we know it, it's all in the cloud, it's all social media, everything is very virtual, isn't it? And it's like, if we don't let our kids have a go on the phone, are they going to be behind? You know, are all the kids at school going to be like whizzes when it comes to like computer, social media, social media for their ages, the sort of things they use and stuff, i.e., super simple things they're learning and stuff. And or do we sort of not give them that and then everyone else be full steam ahead and they be behind? Where's the balance and stuff like that? And I think I'm still trying to find that with my feet, and I think a lot of mums are. But you're so right though, Sarah, because when Holly was little, obviously we didn't have phones. We had phones, we had mobile phones, but we didn't have mobile phones that had got the technology on them that they have today. So Holly used to love watching Brum, and you're right, I'd have to put a DVD on all the time, you know, and it would be, oh, I'm bored of that DVD now, and it's like, okay, I'll get another one out and put another one in. But like on a handset or on when they're watching like on a laptop, the kids are deciding what they want to watch and they're flicking through it quite quickly, which is a blessing for a mother who's getting on with the housework, because they have to keep changing DVDs and stuff like that. So it's an interesting one. Monica says, I feel guilty too because Mac's watching a lot and it's easy for me. I can do my thing and have a break from him. I know we should have less, but it's comfortable for me. I think a lot of us mums do feel like that though, Monica. Like me and Tim have just been away filming, as you know. And when we were in the restaurant, and the same when I was away in Morocco with my mum, when we were in the restaurant, if for 1 minute you just looked up, not only is every single adult on a phone and not necessarily having a conversation like at dinner time, but the children have all got iPads and they've all got really they've got funky protectors on them and stuff like that. So, and they're sat up so they can watch them while they're eating. And as a mum, I 100% get it. Before with Holly, like I say, we didn't have that. But now you can have access to it. I get it, and I get why mums do it. I really do, and I think you have to be in our situation to have that understanding of it, how it occupies them and stuff like that. And let's face it, as grown-ups, and I don't know how many of us are guilty of this, how many times have we, when we finished work or whatever, gone in the living room, put our dinner on our knees and watched TV while we're eating? I even did that when I was a kid. I remember finishing school and watching CITV or whatever it was, and my dad would have my dinner ready for me on the coffee table and we'd be watching the telly. So is it no different watching the iPad than it is watching the telly? Because we'd watch children's cartoons after school every day, having our chips and sausages or whatever we had for dinner, you know. So is there much difference, or is it the same but just modernized, you know? But yet, because it's a screen as such, we feel bad about it. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. So I think we're all in this. Do you know what I mean? We're sitting on the edge. We're feeling guilty, but at the same time, we're feeling in our minds, what's the harm, really? You know, as long as they're watching the right things, you know, and stuff like that. Hey, Jay, you're here. Jay, please send me your email address. I need your email address. I've been waiting for you to pop up. Please send me it. Yuji says, I used to watch Star Wars in the cinema back in the day. Yeah. Well, can't beat a bit of Star Wars, can you? Beverly says, screen time in small doses is okay, but little ones should be given a book. I don't agree with parents leaving kids in front of a screen as a babysitter. No, 100% get you there, Beverly, 100%. But I actually feel quite proud to say Casper has a wide variety of books upstairs. I don't know if I showed you guys last week, did I? I was in front of the bookshelf. I think I was. I don't know if you saw it on screen or not. And at the moment, we're going through potty training, and he has a book to read while he's sat on the toilet, like his little potty, waiting. Books are a great way for children to learn, and they're even better when you're with them. Because when you're with the children, obviously you're pointing things out, you're interacting with them, and stuff like that. And Casper has a story every night before bed, and when I say, right, story time, he knows it's time to go to bed. And yeah, I 100% swear by books. I think they're great. You can't go wrong, they're really good for learning. But sometimes a child these days, in certain situations, don't want a book. Once they've been introduced to a phone, you could give them a book. In Costa, for example, I know for a fact I could give Casper a book for a second and it would be on the floor. So, and I'd be just picking that book up constantly and he'd be chucking it on the floor, and then everyone would be looking, going, what's that chaos over there? And you're like, oh no, I've done it again. Do you know what I mean? All these people are looking. So I do think once a child has access to a device, it becomes so super cool that books are all right in certain situations, but other situations, like if you're having, like if me and my mum are having a one-to-one on a coffee and trying to eat, he will only keep a book for so long, which is a blimmin' shame, because I would love that to be the case. When parents take their kids to the park or play area and they're on their phone bugs me, as if they're Casper's age, they could easily run off and get snatched. I do think that a lot of people, I'm not going to lie, I've seen a lot of that at the park, to be honest with you. And I think a play park, an outdoor one especially, is quite an open space, and you do see a lot of that, don't you? I think that you have to be really, really mindful when you're going on your phone and you're really like you're absorbed with your phone, that you need to be mindful of your children. And again, this is probably something that's really good for like tips and stuff like that for next week if this one wins on the vote, because a lot of people will be going to the park, and you can interact with your child in the play area. I know sometimes it's exhausting, and it can be, especially like when I'm on the play park with Casper, he just runs for miles, and I'm like, oh my god, Tim, take over, I'm knackered. Do you know what I mean? And then Tim will like take over and stuff like that, and we'll sort of take it in turns and stuff like that. It can be really, really hard when they're full of energy and they've got more energy than you. It's really hard to run after them, but it's still okay to sit down on the bench, but to make sure that you're constantly watching them, and I've always got my eyes on Casper no matter what, because I do panic about things like that. Jay says, Insta, Facebook or YouTube or WhatsApp for my email address, Gabby, your choice. I have to jet the apes, demand my attention. A great live chat. Facebook, Jay, Facebook. It's for a Facebook mods group. Send me your email address via email, Jay, if you can. Craig says, I brought my boy up alone for 17 years. His mother died when he was born, leaving me a single father. Oh God, Craig. Oh my God. So interesting one then for you, Craig, because I know your little boy's a little bit older now. What's your thoughts on devices and stuff like that? Have you used like devices to occupy him? Do you use books? What sort of occasions have you sort of had to use those for? Because as a single parent, it's hard. It's really, really hard when you're on your own, because it's all go when they're not at school, isn't it? It's really time consuming. Lee says, loving the hair, Gabby. Definitely the most beautiful girl on YouTube. Lee, you can come here more often. That's what I like. They're sort of comments I need. Come more often. I use my mum for advice. Oh, that's good. See, it is great when you've got that support around you, isn't it? Oh, thanks, Craig. I'm glad you've emailed. Thank you. Jen says, oh, you've had your hair highlighted. It looks lovely on you. Jen, thank you. Jay says, love you all. I really mean that. Have a top Wednesday. We love you too, Jay. Have a good day. Look after the pets and the animals. Yeah, so I don't know, but I've done a little bit of, that must have been hard on Craig. That must have been, I think as well, I think society can be really hard on some people and don't really realise things that they've gone through and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? So, it's not easy. It's not easy with, being a single parent. So I did a little bit of investigating, right, on children and screen time, because none of us, we don't come with like an instruction booklet as a mother. Do you know what I mean? We just use our instincts and do what we feel like we want to do the right way and stuff like that. But I went to the internet to see what it says, and these are the guidelines for screen time for kids. And I have to say, I feel this is very accurate from my thoughts and my feelings and my opinion. But my thoughts, my feelings, my opinion don't mean anything to anyone. So don't listen to me. I'm just someone that's the messenger. I'm a messenger here. Don't take my advice. Don't be like me. Be yourselves. I'm just, I'm the messenger. I'm the host. That's all. So don't go, oh, Gabby said, or anything like that. It's okay because Gabby said. I'm not like I'm just a mum at the end of the day, and I don't think I do it 100% to the best. Well, I think I do it to the best of my ability, but probably not to society's ability. So you have to do what you feel is right and what's in your gut. But this is what it says: children under 2 years for screen time. Pediatrics discourage media use. So if your child is under 2, they recommend that under 2s don't use a phone or anything like that. I'm just trying to think, did they give Casper a phone when he was under 2? I think I might have done. I think I may have done. I'm just trying to think. The first time we ever gave him a phone to use was when we did the vlog with Tim to the safari. Yeah, Casper would, well, I think he would have been 2. It was last year. So he wasn't under 2, but he was 2. Yeah, so not under 2. Yeah, he was 2. He was 2. It also says ages 2 to 5, limit screen time to 1 hour per day of high quality programming. So if your child is between the ages of 2 to 5, Casper's age, they should have 1 hour per day. To be fair, that is probably round about what Casper would have, thinking about it. I only really give him the screen, like I said, if I'm in a coffee shop, if he snatches it off me, but then I snatch it back. Yeah, and maybe like a little bit like if he was sat on the potty, I might like give him the phone just so like keep him still. So yeah, probably an hour-ish, I would say. Maybe an hour-ish, maybe a little bit over sometimes, maybe a little bit under sometimes, but somewhere in that category. Children that are aged 6 and older, limit screen time to no more than 2 hours per day for recreational activities. So no more than 2 hours, so 2 hours. And then it says educational content, some screen time can be educational. That's what I want to hear. And support social development. So it's important to choose high quality content. So I think the content that we're offering has to be educational. But I do think that most things that kids watch, things that have been put on, like for example, not necessarily some things on YouTube. You have to be really mindful what they're watching on YouTube. But things that are on like CITV, CBBS and things like that, they are designed, they put these programs in place because they want children to have an understanding of certain things, and certain cartoons have got learning values in them as well. So yeah, just keep an eye on what they're watching. And it says balance and monitoring. Parents should monitor and guide their child's screen time to ensure it does not interfere with sleep, physical activity and other healthy behaviours. So again, time and place, I suppose. So no screen time before bed. I have been guilty of that in the past. He has been on the phone before bedtime. Not all the time, do you know what I mean? Like, it's been the odd occasion. I'm guilty of that. And and it's not right, but sometimes you do, what can I say? And physical activity, well, during the day, Casper's not really ever on it at all. He's you know, a lot of the time he's in the garden and stuff like that, and he's always at the Rainbow Park. So, and I said that in an American accent because that's how he says it. He says it in American accent. So I don't know where he said that, some cartoon somewhere, the Rainbow Park. And other healthy behaviours. So I assume that means like when they're trying to learn how to eat, maybe don't give them the phone. But I sometimes think with potty training, in my opinion, from where I'm standing, that's kind of helped me a little bit, like to keep him stationary. Not all the time. He does sometimes have a book or a toy to hold as well. So that keeps him sort of still. So yeah, that's our thoughts on screen time. Hayley says, my youngest son only gets an hour on electronics Monday to Friday and 2 to 3 hours weekends, being as he isn't in school all day. I think that's pretty fair, Hayley. I think that sounds pretty decent if you think about it. You can get like a cap on your phone. You can get something that says like X amount of screen time, so you get like a little warning come up if you've exceeded, like you can set a limit. So that's quite a nice little buffer. If you're not sure if they're going over or under on that, make sure that you can set something in your settings on your phone. And also, Casper's got earphones. I have given him the phone on an aircraft before as well. I can't lie about that. But he's got these headphones, and they are fantastic as well because they have got something in them that will you know, too much noise through a headphone, and you'll get a warning, and it will tell you that he's had the headphones on too long. So then you know to take them off then. So I think that was really good, the way that was done in the headphones. I did sort of they were gifted to me, and I did show them on a coffee morning some time back, but they've been absolute godsend. They've been amazing, especially on the plane. Jess says, hey Gabby, hope you're well. Hiya, I'm fine, hope you are too. Jen says, you're not just anyone, you're a fabulous mum, a brilliant wife, and all-round great person. Don't forget it. Jen, that's really nice. Thank you so much. Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you so much. So we've had a few comments from last week's Mum's Club that I wanted to read out. Hang on. Oh, why have I gone on to Tim's? Hang on. This is a touch screen, and with my nails, I can't touch anything on it. I'll try to do the wrong thing. Hang on, no, that's a Mum's Club, not Coffee Morning, right. Amanda Beach says, another lovely Mum's Club. I never thought I was a good parent until I realised how well my daughter did at school and uni. That's when I knew I did well with her. And I think all credit to you, Amanda. I think, yeah, definitely. You shouldn't ever feel as a mum that, oh, I don't know if I'm a good mum. You are a good mum. Do you know what I mean? Everybody is a good mum. We're all trying our best. We're all trying to muddle through. Do you know what I mean? And you can only ever go with your gut instincts. But it just goes to show, doesn't it? When they come out of school and they make you proud, you do sit back and go, I did all right. Do you know what I mean? And I felt the same when Holly did her prom and that. And Holly was the same. I was a bad mum in the respect where I took Holly out of school all the time. Loved it. Shouldn't announce that, but I am. We went on a lot of holidays. We created a lot of memories. I was always in trouble. I was always being told I was going to get fined, and I was always being told that I was going to get in some serious trouble. I always had letters received telling me what, in so many words, what a disgrace I was. It didn't say you're a disgrace, but it made me feel like a disgrace when I read it. And then I'd be like, oh, this made me feel really awful. Should we book a holiday? Because I feel a little bit low. Do you know what I mean? I feel a bit like that. And we took Holly on some amazing adventures. She's seen a lot of amazing places. This is all before YouTube. And, you know, we worked hard, but we played hard as a family, and we made up for the fact that we worked hard, and we took Holly to some great places, and she saw some great sights. And she's, even to this very day, she's so thankful, and she says, I know how lucky I am that I've been able to go to these places. And when Holly came out of school, she had the highest grades any child could ever wish for. Honestly, when we received her grades, I was like, oh my god, and they were like high, like nothing like mine at school, that she was top of the class. And she got straight into the course she wanted to go in, and she had no problems, and she flew for her exams. And all this time I've been made to feel like, you know, your child education is at stake and blah blah blah. And I suppose it can be the case for some people, but I did sit back and go, so those holidays didn't affect her. Thank God. Do you know what I mean? And I felt great about that. But would I go back and change it? No. And I probably will do the same with Casper, because I just think that memories and family memories and things that you create are so valuable. They really, really are. And as much as the school are in the right and every child should go to school, of course, it's so, so important. Um, I I really do value the memories. So I am the person in the middle, and I am a little bit rebelly when it comes to that, but I value the memories and stuff like that. And yeah, but I do know it's important for them to go to school too. So, you know, Holly went to school when I didn't take her out, basically. She Holly was sick, you're going to school to make up for the holidays. No, honestly, like, obviously send your kids to school, but you know, memories are really, really important. Nigel says, you're a good mum. Don't worry what people say. Oh, thank you, Nigel. Thank you so much. That is a lovely comment. I've come off it again. Why have I come off it? Oh, God. I hate touchscreen. I'm going to use the mouse. Hazelmanship said, great live, Gabby. This is going to be a great subject. Bullying is a massive thing in schools. Has anyone's child had this experience? It's awful. It's a good topic for chat. Gabby, you look lovely. Your hair suits you. Blah, blah, blah. So thanks for all lovely comments on the hair. I think that's going to be an amazing subject. We're so gonna focus on that, because Holly got a lot of bullying at school, a lot. And it was so, so wrong. And there was nothing that I could do about it. And I could have pulled her out, but we were saying, like, while she's like at this point in her GCSEs, is that the right thing to do? And it was a horrible, horrible bit that we went through. And I don't know if it's girls and hormones and stuff like that, but bullying is a big thing in school, and something needs to be cracked down with it, because it is very bad. And it's not just school though. You would think, wouldn't you, that as you get a little bit older and you come out of school, that there's no problems anymore when it comes to bullying. But the truth of the matter is, it's everywhere you go. People don't grow out of it. They really don't. They continue to do it even to this present day. You can go into jobs and you can have that one person at your job who is a bully, or you can have the neighbour down the street who's a bully, or you can have, you know, you can be on social media and you're swamped by bullies. You know, it is a green tick. Social media it's a bullying platform, so people, it's their opportunity to go head forth and do it and not have to show faces, and it's everywhere you go. And I don't know if it's something that starts at school, with groups and stuff, and it's something that people get into their bodies and their minds and they can't let it go, and it continues and it festers throughout their adult life, or whether people start off and they're not bullies and then they become bullies, or what, I don't know. But it's in life, it's everywhere you go, and it's just a shame that things are not cracked down. I think it's going to be a great subject to talk about, Hazel. Thanks for bringing that up. I think that's really, really good. Craig says, Gabby, have you been thinking about what school to send Casper to when he's 5? We've got a few ideas. So yeah, we have been thinking about it, but I'm just trying to get through today at the moment. But we've got some thoughts. Victoria, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Vera says, Gabby, I can't remember last Mum's Club 2 weeks ago. I have a brain like a colander. So do I, Vera. So do I. Honestly, I do. So let's go through the poll results and let's see sort of where we're at. But I do have a little game for you before we do the poll results. Right, who wants a game? Give me a drum roll. We have to have a little bit of a game, don't we? Jess says, people like you have a balanced approach to their kids' screen time. Give hope for the next generation. Exactly. Thanks, Jess. Right, if you've got a drum roll, because we do like a little bit of a game, but it's a little bit of a different one to last time. like when we have the drum rolls because it means that I can drink my coffee. If you are enjoying Mum's Club though this afternoon, please hit the thumbs up and share the love. And don't forget, after this Mum's Club, we've got one more before we break for the summer holidays. Okay, so the game, here we go. This game is called Real or Ridiculous. And I did get this idea from ChatGPT, right? Is it GPT? It's GPT, isn't it? So it was like an online, I was like, I really want a game. So I went on to ChatGPT and said, can you give me an idea for a game? And they did, and I really liked it. So I thought, right, let's do it. So these are not my thoughts, these are for ChatGPT. It's called Real or Ridiculous. So you have to decide whether my quote is real or if it's ridiculous. Okay. Cookie Crumble, hi. Hi Gabby, first time joining you live. I recently just come across your channel, didn't know you had one. And Holly's too, been following Tim for a year and I love all you guys. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad you found us. Yeah, come on board. The more the merrier. We welcome you. Thank you so much. Jay says, social media is ridiculous. Luckily, I can respond in kind to those people and send by email to Insta. I shouldn't send it through to FB. Have a top day, Gabby, and all beautiful friends. Thanks, Jay. Thanks, I appreciate that. Okay, so here we go. Real or ridiculous? At 6 months, babies should be able to sit up unaided. Is it real or ridiculous? Let me know. Welcome to the madhouse, Cookie Crumble. It is a bit mad sometimes. Ryan C says real. Craig says ridiculous. Jen says ridiculous. Sam Marsh says real. Awesome goals, impressive. Vera Poole says real. Okay, the answer is real. It's real. Apparently, at 6 months, babies should be able to sit up unaided. I don't even know if Casper did or not, to be honest with you. I don't remember. But then, like say, memories like a sieve. Right, next one. Toddlers start lying at around 18 months. And when I say lying, I mean telling porky pies. I don't mean lying on the floor. So is it real or ridiculous? Thanks, Laura. Thank you so much. Lee says, I'm sound hot in Bournemouth, but beach is packed out. Ooh, it's one of those days. Craig says real. Jay says I can barely sit up at the moment. Jen says real. Sam Marsh says real. Jay says real. Hayley says real. Nicosi says real. Jess says real. Ryan says real. They get devious early. The answer is real. It's real. Toddlers start lying at around 18 months. Do you know what Casper is doing at the moment? He is, when he falls over, he is really like dramatizing that he's hurt himself. And he'll go, and I'll be like, you're not even hurt. And he's fine. And he'll go, he'll cry. I mean, I'm like, you're fibbing. And I think he's seen it on a cartoon. Okay, so next one. Most children lose their first tooth at age 3. Real or ridiculous? I'm just waiting. I totally agree, Victoria. Totally. Eugene says real. Craig says real. Lee says true. Jay says not real. Ryan says real. Oh God, you're all going with real. Nicosi says true. Jess says ridiculous. I think I lost my first tooth at 7. Sam says ridiculous. Vera says ridiculous. Haley says ridiculous. Okay, the answer is ridiculous. Yeah, most children lose their first tooth at 3. It is ridiculous. No. Well, Casper hasn't lost a tooth yet, thank God, and I touch wood that he doesn't. Yeah, I don't know what the actual age is. If anyone knows, wants to let me know in the comment, please let me know. I don't really know. I remember, I lost mine obviously at primary school. Obviously, that's first and second school rolled into one. But I don't remember my age at all. But I know I was young, but I know I was at school. So if anyone does know what the age is, do let us know in the comments. Poll results are... Oh, God, have we got a tie? Oh, no, we haven't got a tie. Right, I'm just going to end the poll results now. So the poll results are here up in the chat. So coming in third place was kids' summer wardrobe. Coming in second place was hobbies we have after having babies. And the winning subject is schools out survival tips, which I think is going to be an amazing subject to do for next week on Mum's Club, because that's going to be the last one before the summer holidays. So hopefully you guys, we can get some good old tips. So if you do have any tips that you would like to share with the community, then please let us know in the comments below that I can read out in the next Mum's Club. Or you can put it now on the community wall. So I don't know if any of you are aware. I should have let you know on coffee morning, but I forgot. No surprise there. But you can now write on my community wall yourselves personally. So although I can put stuff and you respond, you can now put something yourself if you want to that other people can chat to on my community YouTube wall. So that is sort of open for everyone. It's something that YouTube offered. Not all YouTubers have done it. I think with us having a strong community on the coffee morning and everything, I think it'd be really nice so that people can chat like throughout the week if they want to and stuff like that. So that is open. I decided to open mine. I don't think Tim's decided to open his. Because I suppose his is more sort of viewing, whereas mine's more community. They're kind of like a little bit different, the channels. But yeah, that is there for people to chat to if you want. So if anyone does want to share any tips, let me know and I will read them out on the next Mum's Club. I just want to say thank you everyone for joining. I really, really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. It is all about supporting each other, and I thank everyone from the bottom of my heart for coming on, supporting my channel and giving kind words. I think it's so important that not just for me but for everyone, like it's nice to help each other. It's nice, we should do that. And I know that I've got a good community that do that, and I've got a great moderating team as well. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. If you've enjoyed it, please hit the thumbs up. If you want to share it with anyone that you think could benefit from anything that we've discussed today, then please feel free to share it. And I'll just remind you all now, I am just the host, I'm not the advisor. I just want to let you know, because some of the things I say probably ain't advisable, so you don't have to take what I say and do it. But yeah, I'm just here to share the love. So take care everyone, have a wonderful day. I'm going to get my next vlog up as soon as I can. That will be up, like I was gonna do it Sunday, but I'm gonna try and get it up before if I can, because I think I've nearly completed the edit. So hopefully I'll get it up for you soon, and then hopefully you can all join us on the premiere. But in the meantime, if you're going to do anything, make sure that it is something positive. And I'll catch you all soon. Take care, everyone. Bye. Have fun picking the kids up from school. Bye.